In August 1805, a young Army lieutenant named Zebulon Pike boarded a keelboat in St. Louis, Missouri, ready to head north up the Mississippi River on a voyage of discovery. At the exact same time, to the west, Lewis and Clark were exploring the headwaters of the Missouri River, but Pike's mission was different. His orders instructed him to find the headwaters of the Mississippi, a key landmark in the treaties that established the northern border of the United States. To secure the American presence in the Northwest, Pike was told to meet with Indian leaders to acquire land for future military posts. Traveling with a 20-man party, Pike made his way upriver. In late September, he met with Dakota Indians at the junction of the Mississippi and Minnesota rivers. Through a questionable treaty, Pike gained access to more than 100,000 acres for a military reservation. At the signing, he gave the Dakota gifts with a total value of around $200. The total payments, made years later, amounted to only $2,000. The land eventually became the site of Fort Snelling, and later the cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Following this parley, Pike proceeded up the Mississippi River. As he passed the site of present-day St. Cloud, he wrote in his journal, October 10th, came to large islands and strong water early in the morning. Passed a cluster of more than 20 islands in the course of 4 miles. These I called Beaver Islands, from the immense sign of those animals, where they have dams on every island and roads from them every 2 or 3 rods. The team traveled another 40 miles before winter closed in. The expedition was poorly equipped for icy weather, so Pike split the party and forged on with only a few men, hauling supplies on sleds, finally reaching Leech Lake. There the party made contact with several British traders, who set up shop on American soil and still flew the Union Jack. With dramatic flair, Pike ordered one of the American soldiers to shoot down the British flag. But it was all for show, because without a permanent military outpost, as soon as Pike left, business returned to normal. After a grueling winter, the expedition turned around and returned to St. Louis in April 1806, having traveled nearly 5,000 miles. The voyage was not a resounding success. Ordered to find the source of the Mississippi, Pike had failed, believing it to be Cass Lake. Ordered to stop the illicit fur trade in the north, Pike failed again. But the young officer had made a name for himself, and was quickly sent on a new mission to explore the Southwest. Less than a decade later, he encountered the British again, during the War of 1812, when Pike was killed in the Battle of York. But his legacy lives on in the name of one of America's great mountains, Pike's Peak, and in St. Cloud, in the name that he gave to the Beaver Islands.